Hi, you're sewing with Cody and Pete, and today in this video we are going to show you how to thread the bobbin case with our bobbin. So first, let's take one out. So let's open our door, and we're going to take the bobbin out. So you press this little lever here. This is going to come out. So here's our bobbin and our bobbin case. So this is the Bernina 9 hook, the B9 hook as we call it. So this was built from the ground up by Bernina. It holds about 70% more thread than your average class 15 bobbin. That's a lot of thread. And so this hook and this bobbin is found on almost all of our current model machines. So it's excellent. But the way we need to put it in our bobbin case is similar to our older Berninas, but a lot different if you're a new customer to Bernina. So we have our silver markings here. So these silver markings here are a bobbin indicator. So the bobbin sensor looks at these little silver markings as our bobbin's turning, and as long as the thread's coming off, those silver markings are moving, and the bobbin sensor says, okay, there must be thread on there. As soon as the machine stops seeing those silver markings move, and the machine is running, it's stitching, the machine stops, because then it knows the last bit of thread came off of the bobbin, and that we must be out of thread. And 8 out of 10 times, when you open your bobbin door and take out your bobbin, you've got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of thread left on your bobbin. So it's extremely accurate. It's fantastic. But the way we put our bobbin in, it can actually go in only one way. So if we wound it correctly, which we'll go over in another video, then you shouldn't have a problem at all. So it's always silver side down, but let's just say if you didn't put it silver side down. So here's your bobbin case. It won't even go in. Super simple design, but awesome feature. So silver side down should fall right in there. So here we've got our thread, and this is actually one of my favorite threads. This is an 80 weight thread by Wonderfill. Wonderfill makes some amazing specialty threads, and this is the thread that I pretty much use in my bobbin all the time. And when we're embroidering, we use this in our bobbin as well. So once we have our threaded bobbin in our bobbin case, you see this little slit there. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our thread and feed it through that little slit. And we kind of rotate your bobbin so you can see. And then there's this little bobbin spring, or tension spring, we're going to call it. And we're going to feed it right underneath there. So once we have it there, and I find if you hold the bobbin and bobbin case tight, it makes it easier to thread. So it's not going to spin while you're trying to thread the bobbin case. So then we're going to come behind that little spring there. See that? And then pop it in. So this is how it should look. Hopefully you can see that. The thread is quite thin. But that's it. And to put it back in, and whenever we put our bobbin case back in our machine, it doesn't matter where our hand wheel is or where that's rotated. What matters is we want this little guy here, which is how we take our bobbin case out of our machine. We want that to be perfectly horizontal. There have been many people that have been in some of the classes and they've had issues right off the bat, and a lot of times it's been when they've changed their bobbin, and I open their bobbin door and their bobbin's like this. So there is more than one way to fit this in your bobbin case, but there's only one right way, or one correct way. So you want that to be perfectly horizontal, and it should fit in there super easy, and it should snap. And there's a little cutter right here which you can cut your thread, close your door, and you are ready to start sewing. All right, happy sewing.